So with Easter over, I thought I'd do a video just about what to do when you have overeaten, when you've had too much chocolate, when you've had too many Easter parties and you've overindulged. What should you do? Like, you know you've overeaten or had way too much, right? But what do you do afterwards? Like, how do you proceed? Like, you know you've had too much, but like, what do you do the day and the days after, or even like the following week? What do you do? So I know for a lot of us that have had severe overeating issues that begin with B-E-D, I know that for us, it is a part of the cycle to try and counter that overindulging, the B word, with restriction. So like, you know that you've eaten way too much, so the next day you're thinking like, I'm gonna really restrict what I'm eating, like I'm not gonna even really eat anything. I think to some degree, I think that's fairly a natural thing. Like, I'm not saying like, oh yes, to be restrictive with your calories is good. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the next day, it's kind of like pretty, like, it's a natural thing for the next day after you've eaten a lot to be like, I'm really still feeling full. I really don't even want to eat that much today because I genuinely like don't want to. Like, I just still feel full. I still feel bloated. I don't feel like eating. So don't feel like you have to not restrict yourself. You know what I mean? Like, if you're genuinely feeling like, I just ate too much yesterday, I really am happy to not eat too much, I think that's a good thing. Honestly, I feel like that's a very like natural thing, and a lot of people that don't have issues with food are going to be feeling like that the day after Easter. They're going to be thinking, oh my gosh, like I ate way too much chocolate, I don't want to eat too much the next day. So it's a fairly like understandable and fair thing to not want to eat too much the next day. So what should you do? Should you let yourself eat? Should you restrict? What is the plan? Like, what to do? What I would do, and what I really think would be the best thing to do, my advice would be to just go back to normal. So whatever the following days look like for you. Are you on some sort of diet that you're following that's working really well, or you're just calorie counting, whatever you're doing? Just go back to what you're already doing. Just keep going. That's all I would do, and that's what I'm doing. I didn't go crazy like on Easter. I definitely ate too much chocolate than I thought would be good. I was happy for myself to eat a bit of chocolate. Like, I was happy to have like a hot cross bun and a bit of chocolate here and there because like it's Easter, like, you know, relax, it's fine. But I definitely ate a lot more chocolate than I planned to. But the following day, I just, you know, really paid even more attention to what I'm eating. These cars are distracting me. I was making sure that I wasn't eating as much chocolate as I did yesterday. I thought to myself, well, I'm still going to be eating chocolate today because there's chocolate everywhere. It's kind of fair to have chocolate the day after Easter because there's chocolate everywhere. Like, it is what it is. So I thought to myself, you know what? I am going to have chocolate today, but I'm just not going to have that much. Like, I'm going to have like a couple of eggs here and there. Like, I'm just not going to eat too much. And that's what I did yesterday. Like, I had I had a few bits of chocolate or eggs, whatever. And I just didn't go like crazy. I think I had some for afternoon tea, but I didn't have any after dinner. Like, I didn't have any extras after that. I just kept it, you know, minimal. And then today, I actually was thinking on the way home just then, I was like, oh, I would like to have like a little egg. Like, I was thinking, you know what? I think I'm going to have one tonight. Last night we actually, because it was also my daughter's birthday on Saturday. And so we've got a lot of birthday cake in the fridge. So we've got Easter eggs, just chocolate in general. And then we've got this cake as well. So it's like, there's a lot of unhealthy things around that it's like not ideal. But the thing about this sort of situation, I think, is like super important, and something that I've really had to learn the hard way over the last few years, losing 30 kilos, is you have to deal with these situations. You know, I think like some situations, some circumstances, I think you know, it would be probably best to just get rid of the chocolate. A really good thing you could do is, say if you've got like just a bunch of chocolate and you're like, you know, like say you live alone and you've just got a bunch of chocolate and you just know that you're going to end up eating it. I think in that situation, it would be a good idea, especially just like the boring chocolate, you know, just the boring chocolate, the chocolate eggs, those kind of hollow, the bigger eggs that are like this big, but they're hollow. The eggs that you're not going to want that unless you're like, yeah, you know, like, yes, I would, you know, I'll just eat it because, you know what I mean? Like you might like plain chocolate, but for me, I don't find plain milk chocolate very tempting because it's just boring, you know what I mean? So I feel like in that situation, it would be best to just like get rid of that chocolate. You could take it into work and you could be like that really nice person who's like, hey, like happy Easter, you know, like please help yourselves to this chocolate, and just, yeah, leave it in the break room or leave it in the kitchen. I think that would be a really good option. I might actually do that because we have a lot of Easter egg hunt chocolate, because that's the thing, like my daughter I didn't actually buy her that much. I did not buy her much chocolate at all, but because of course everyone else buys her chocolate, you end up with like a lot. And then the thing that really like was like went overboard was we ended up doing an Easter egg hunt. And because my daughter, like she's the youngest and her cousins are like teenagers, so they didn't even really want any, but they just wanted to do it for her, like very sweet. But of course, you know, we've ended up with even more chocolate, and it's the plain boring milk chocolate. So it's like, oh, the only reason I would eat that is because if I was like, yeah, like that, yeah, I'll just eat it because it's sweet and I don't really want it, you know what I mean? So like, oh, anyway, I think that kind of chocolate, I think definitely get rid of that, because what's the point? Like flavored chocolate, it would be nice to have. And then also I actually bought some like really nice Lindt chocolate. You know how you can get like the really nice Lindt? It was like a special Easter one. It had like little mini Lindt chocolate bunnies and all these different flavors. Like those Lindt balls are just like, oh my God, so good. I feel like that kind of thing, it's, you know, you like, I don't know, to me that's worth it. But just plain boring Cadbury milk chocolate, it's like, that's not even really worth it in my opinion. Like that's just my opinion, but you know, it's just not even worth the calories. So yeah, but I just think honestly, like my plan is just to just carry on as usual. Yesterday, as I said, you know, I just ate less chocolate. That was pretty much my game plan yesterday. And then today, like I've just been eating like normal, just my normal lunch and like my normal coffee, and that's like all I've had the whole day. And then like I probably will have an Easter egg, like a small one, or I'll have one of those Lindt balls I was just talking about. I'll have like one or two of those later because I really am feeling like one of those. So I'll probably have that after dinner as like a little dessert, I think, because like I'm just thinking about that before and I'm like, oh yes, I'm so doing that. So I really, really think it's the best thing to do is just think like moderately, you know, just go with what you think is best, you know, like if you're thinking you really do, like you really don't want to be eating, like you really feel like you ate way too much chocolate, like just like, yeah, just eat normal, you know, don't indulge in any more chocolate for a little while, like just, yeah. But in saying that, I totally get it's really hard. It is so easy for me to give this advice when I'm in this mindset, you know, when you're in this mindset of like, yep, this is what I'm doing, like it's not super tempting, you know, even when you're surrounded by chocolate, it's easy to be, you know, staying motivated when you're in this mindset, because it's not even about motivation. It's just a matter of being in this mindset of like, this is what I'm doing and this is, I just do this, you know, this is just me and this is what I do. So I think that is more important than having any sort of plan or having any sort of advice. It's just like, you know how to get yourself into that mindset. And, you know, if you feel like you lose it, just keep trying, and you know, hopefully you'll get there one day where it just sticks, you know, because it's like, it's just about becoming the person that will not eat the chocolate. You know, it's about becoming that person that puts this as like their number one priority, like their number one, like your number one priority in life is just like losing weight. And it sounds so dramatic and it might sound so like, you know, diet culture, blah, but it's yeah, if you're serious about wanting to lose weight, if you're serious about wanting to stop overeating and get over this food addiction, then you have to just make it your number one priority in life. Like, it has to be so important that, you know, anyone could offer you anything and you would just be like, you put that so high up, you know, you respect yourself so much because you think like, no, I want to do this, like I cannot let myself down. It has to be that serious. Like, you have to get so deep into this mindset that it is that serious, that like anyone could offer you anything. Like, your mum offers you like that amazing dish that she makes, and you have to say like, oh look, I'll just have a really small piece, or you have to say, no, I can't have seconds, like, mum, this is serious. Or like, you know, the King of England comes over and offers you something. Like, you have to be so serious about losing weight that you just can't let yourself down. Like, you just cannot let yourself down. Again, so easy for me to say, but it's the mindset. So anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed your Easter, and of course it's cool, it's awesome to indulge a little bit, like, but as long as we get that balance right, it's good to participate in these things that we do in our cultures. Like, it's a good thing, you know, we're human, we need this kind of thing, and food is a part of it, but we just need to have that self-control and discipline to enjoy something a little bit because it's on a particular day, and to not have every day like Easter, you know. And so it's all about like enjoying that time, and then, okay, like, Easter's over now, we need to stop. Anyway, I need to go because it's getting very dark and I need to go home. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. I will see you in the shorts. Please keep a lookout for my shorts, and leave a comment. Let me know how your Easter was, how much chocolate did you eat, and I will see you soon. Bye.